All right, welcome to the first episode of the Swizz Show. I'm here with these two bums, or brothers, Kian and then Davin. Kian's wearing the Fairfield shirt, Davin in the pink tank top, looking good. And all right, here we go.
Swole as hell too.
Yeah,
Dag,
but
nice
he
to
might be on something. Just kidding.
thanks for the clip in there.
What'd you say?
Brother bum, same thing. Different toilet.
Same thing. Yeah, you know it is. All right, let's start off. Let's start with the hometown team. Pats took the 15-10 win over the Jets. It was a rocky game to say the least, offensively from both teams. Kind of hurt to watch, but as a Pat fan, we're happy we got the win. Ian, what do you think about Mac Jones' performance, and what do you think about his future with Pats?
He did a really good job of hitting Sauce Gardner in the balls. Coming out of that scrum. Gotta love it.
Love it.
That's what you want to see in a franchise quarterback, honestly. You just gotta get down and dirty. But no, that was disgraceful. He honestly didn't play too bad. I feel like the offensive line held up pretty well. We got the running game going, but then as soon as we crossed like the 50 and stuff, like we just couldn't get it going on the other side of the field. And who this Ryland guy, the kicker, he's got a leg on him, but we gotta figure out the little kicking situation. I know it was raining, but not the best kicking performance either. So
Yeah, I mean, I think from what I saw, I was getting frustrated we're not letting Mac throw the ball because it felt like every time he'd start throwing the ball, we just run, we just give a handoff. And when he'd throw the ball, he was consistently starting to get in that groove. But then it was like, oh, handoff. And then it's like 2nd and 19 and we throw a screen pass. Like, how many times
literally,
are we going to do this? Davin, what do you think? Same things roughly? Or?
No, so I mean, obviously, game one, we saw Aaron get his whole freaking Achilles destroyed,
four
and probably,
snaps on the field. Love to-
huh?
4 snaps on the field. Love to see it. That's the season.
I gotta feel bad for the guy.
But yeah, so Zach Wilson, I mean, he coming in trying to replace, I mean, basically what some people know a legend, but the guy's he's hurting overall. I mean, you're coming in with like a whole new guy, a guy that's trying to get down and dirty with MILFs, and not really focus on the game. But
Hi, Jim Mums.
but no, I would say he's been doing okay, but I
Wilson?
mean Wilson, yeah.
Debatable.
I mean, I'm just going to give my take real quick. I think Wilson he's still young and he's trying to learn. So I think that definitely hurt him a lot, not getting that experience under Rodgers, which we all thought he was this year. But I think he does have to pick it up quickly or else his time's going to come to an end. The Patriots have kind of owned him though, so I think we had the upper hand going into that because we know what he can do because he has never done anything to us and we've seen him already a few times. So yeah, let's stay in the AFC East. You think the Dolphins offense is unstoppable, putting up 70 points against the Broncos?
I think the Broncos just stink that bad, honestly. I don't know what's going on with that system over there, but they got to figure it out. But on all seriousness, no, the Dolphins played well. What is it? They broke I don't know what record they broke, but 70 points, unreal.
I think they were in field goal range. They were like on the 20, I want to say, with like a minute left, and they could have kicked a field goal to break the record. I think the record was 72. I don't know who said it, but it was a long time ago. And no, Mike McDaniels just had them kneel the ball. So I think that's very respectable. If it was me though, I was kicking that field goal. That's my record. I'm taking that.
Tag needs to go in the history. Yeah, that was just a bloodbath. That was a blowout and end of story.
I just remember we were all watching it at our grandfather's house, and Kian was like, "Yo, the Dolphins have 70 points," and we just looked at the bottom. We were like, "What?" In
Yeah,
shock.
not much to be said about that game. Hats off to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the guy that I played against in fantasy this week in like my friend group, he had both Tua and he had Tyreek Hill.
Dude,
So I was almost 60 points that he put up just between the two.
I had Mostert was Brian, and he put up 45. And then you also had
Yeah.
Devontae Adams, 42.
I just want to say, I had a rough week of fantasy this week. I was projected to beat Davin by 30 points. He had Jalen Waddle starting. I was like, you know what? If I get this win, I'm gonna feel bad knowing that he had someone out starting. So I said, hey, Davin, Jalen Waddle's out with a concussion. Maybe you should put someone else in. This dude puts in Keenan Allen, or he claims that Keenan Allen was already playing. I didn't think so. Either way, Keenan Allen drops 45 on my head. And then he has someone's defense who puts up 31, and he beat me by 50. I was supposed to win by 30, an 80-point swing. I got absolutely torched. It's a tough one to come back from. Probably going for a name change for something, but goodness.
Was I the first person in the league to put up 200 points?
I think you were.
And
We don't have to talk about that. Next topic.
Tag's gonna have nightmares the next 2 weeks about it.
Dude, I'm 0-3 now, and I got McCaffrey, Debo. Like, I'm the 49ers team. And I
That's
thought I
smart,
did
too.
good. I had 60 between them after Thursday, and nope.
oh,
Hey, you know who my one wins against, Devin?
who? Tag.
What do you think?
Dude, in the other league I was saying, guess you want to know who the guy had that was not expecting anything big out of? Sam Laporta.
Dude, he's a beast.
For some reason, was not expecting anything out of him, and then the guy puts up 22 points on me. I was like, oh, that one hurt.
He's a number one tight end now, honestly.
Yeah.
After that performance.
Yeah. All right, let's jump to the good old Cowboys, huh? Starting off 2-0. Everyone's like, oh, yo, they're playing the Cardinals. This is gonna be a beatdown. Nope. Josh Dobbs leading the Cards. What a dub, huh? What a shocker,
Chargers.
too. All right, so are the Cowboys the good old Cowboys like always, or is it just a little bump in the road?
We'll bump in the road. We'll see how they do against the Pats next week, but if the Pats definitely can beat them.
My
Depending
favorite
on how Jones plays. But yeah.
my favorite meme of the Cowboys is the circle where it says starting off the season, they beat an easy team. Oh yeah, we're starting to win. Lose against the bad teams. And then they're out of the playoffs right away. They're back to the new season.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go with Keane on this one because I think they lost Trayvon Diggs, and they probably went into this week thinking, oh, Cardinals suck. Like, we're gonna destroy them. And then they got it handed to them. So who knows? But I mean, they have a very good team and they're loaded on defense. So I think it's a bump in the road. All right, let's jump to some college football action. How about Texas, baby? Best team in college football. I just saw some ESPN writer today said we're the most complete team with no flaws. Dude, we're so back. Quinn Ewers slinging
Georgia
that thing.
exists. Georgia would dominate Texas right now.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna pull up Georgia's score.
No.
They were losing to like University, or not losing. They were like up by 2 touchdowns to the University of Alabama, or some, like, not University of Alabama. It's like Southern Alabama, some team from middle of nowhere that they literally pay to play.
Oh, UAB. Oh, that might have been Georgia actually.
Yeah, UAB. All right, they won by 28, but at halftime it was, yeah, it was 28-14. So they're only up by 2 touchdowns. I know 2 touchdowns is still a lead, but dude, you're Georgia. You should be up by 2 touchdowns, I think. So
Hey man, halftime.
basically, I'm just saying Texas is going to win it all. And when we do, I'm just going to come back to this video. Kean, on the other hand,
I
was
don't want to
hurting
talk about it.
very badly
The
on
Notre
Saturday
Dame.
night. I was watching the game with Kean, sitting on the couch, and I told him I usually have zero faith in Notre Dame. By the way, I'm a Notre Dame hater. Not this year because I love Sam Hartman. He's a beast. But
because Sam Hartman's on the team now.
so I like them for this year, and I was rooting for them. And I said, dude, Notre Dame is going to beat Ohio State. Like, be confident.
And jinxed it.
Dude, Notre Dame absolutely just could not do anything on defense in the last 2 minutes. It was awful.
3 seconds of the game.
They just let there was 4 guys around one receiver, and he caught the ball for Ohio State. 4 guys. Like, how
Someone give
bad
me
is your secondary? And I'm watching. They like kept
I,
NBC
you
kept
guys,
clipping over Sam
there's
Hartman on
10
the
guys.
sideline, just like
Yes. And there's 10 guys on the field. You can't have that happen, honestly. Marcus Freeman, he's a great coach, but you can't. It's prime time. You can't have that on the last 2 plays. Just
yeah,
can't have it. But all fairness, try to beat Ohio State. That one got away from us. I really like our chances going down the stretch, especially against that USC game. I think if we went out, we could definitely make playoff. But
Well,
we need like an episode or two.
I was gonna say, speaking of hurting though, did you guys watch the Clemson versus FSU game?
yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You want to talk about a fourth quarter like finish just that you don't want to have? First off, what Cade fumbles the ball and they scoop and score. So that we were already up. That ties the game for them. And then we had the chance to kick a field goal and they missed the freaking field goal. And then FSU comes back and scores it.
I was tweaking for a little bit because I put money on FSU, but they won me $30, so I'll take it.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say.
put
I was gonna say. I thought Keen had a parlay down on FSU. We were talking about the game Sunday or something. Dude,
Yeah.
Davin, I don't even
for
know what to
going
say.
into
I don't even know what to say. 30-yard field goal. Supposed to be a Power 5 team, like a very good Power 5 team. I thought they should have been ranked.
Devin, you can make the field goal.
I know that was
What a shank. You got to feel
Yeah,
bad for
that
the
was
kid, though. Like, granted, to give him a little slack, that was only his second ever field goal attempt. So,
yeah. And they were, I mean, if you remember the first game that Clemson played in, they almost put him in for, I think, like I think it was like a 67-yard field goal would have been that they almost put him in for his very first kick ever
oh, I think you're talking about the other kid. That was because remember when Clemson had their first game, they had 3 field goals blocked or something. So I think
against Duke.
Dabo said that kid has the biggest leg he's ever seen. So they were considering putting him in for that 67-yard field goal, but this kid was someone
Yeah.
else. I know what
Oh,
you're
okay.
saying.
Yeah. That was need a little more consistency.
Yeah. And then good old Colorado Oregon game. Not gonna lie, I saw the spread was 21, and I was shocked because I thought it was gonna be a close game. Turns out it was not a close game at all. Oregon from literally the first snap just absolutely demolished Colorado.
They took that personally.
good old fashioned ass whoop.
I gotta
Ain't
say,
nothing.
I didn't really believe in Colorado at the start of the season. They proved me wrong, and I was kind of excited for them, like seeing everything that had happened. But Oregon's coach, man, what a speech. We're not here
Facts.
for clicks, we're here to cash wins. That was awesome. That got me fired up, and I was sitting on the couch. But yeah, what do you got? Where does Colorado go from here? They got USC next week.
I mean, for Notre Dame's sake, I hope USC beats the brakes off of them again. But Prime, I mean, take a look at last year's season. They're 1-11. They were 3-0 going into this game. Now they're 3-1, obviously. But like that's already a win for Colorado from last year. And I just saw on Instagram today, like they hosted the number one recruit for 2025, or it might have been 2026. But he's already looking at Colorado too to go there, and like their recruiting class is going to get better and better as the years go on, and Prime stays there. So I think it's a dub for Colorado. I mean, it was between Notre Dame and Ohio State in that game for the primetime game, and they gave it to Notre Dame as they should have. But that's just me.
Yeah, I do still think Colorado's a very good team. I think Travis Hunter not being there hurt them a lot. But I also think that the top 10 teams or whatever, compared to everyone else in college football, there's such a huge drop off, especially this year. Like seeing that, it was really eye-opening, I think, seeing the just the overall team difference on every aspect, offense, defense, special teams, they just dominated. You got a lot more college football coming up, but anything
A
else?
lot of football played.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, if you're still here, thanks for watching the first episode of the Switch Show. See you next week.